and welcome to GamesMaster, where a man's work is never done. You know, trying to get the girls off their knees to do some hard work is like trying to get jokes out of a Shane Ritchie. Obviously, underwear is at a premium when you're on a desert island, but I try to make sure that we meet each new day with a clean pair of pants. Unfortunately, washing takes its toll. For example, I can hardly fit into these now. Today's show is also tightly packed. Let's find out what's in it.
Kaleef wrap their pants off with PaRappa the Rapper. But we begin with an event we call Oi Bloke, fiddle around with my character.
With Mortal Kombat 4 finally reaching our shores, I searched long and hard to find 3 contestants debauched enough to play the game to a professional level. They have the show's duration to demonstrate their fighting skills by discovering as many special moves and fatalities as possible. After that, I will decide which challenger has made the most ghastly impression of the evening, and my decision is final.
So, ferreting around the motherboard of Mortal Kombat 4 today, please welcome Mark Griffin, Mikey Pascoe and Neil Farden. Show up. Alright, Mikey. Alright, Neil. Now, Mark, first of all, we've had you on GamesMaster before, haven't we?
Yep.
A couple of years ago, if I remember correctly, you had just been chucked.
Yeah.
And we tried to get you a new girlfriend.
Yes, indeed.
Do you have a girlfriend now?
I do.
That's the beauty of television. That's the wonder of this show. Mikey, now you repair stuff by trade, but you like to do a bit of DJing in your bedroom.
Oh, yeah, man.
What kind of stuff then? Do you cut? Is that the right word? Do you cut?
Yeah, man. Cutting, scratching, everything, man.
Just you sitting in your bedroom, playing with your woofers?
Get cut with your mates round and that, do a bit of rapping and that, you know?
You know, DJs have got names and everything. What would your name be?
Just Mikey P, man.
DJ Mikey P?
Yeah, man.
I like that. That's good. Neil, you're the very first scaffolder that we've ever had on the show. I've got an interest in scaffolding. I've participated in the building of many erections myself. What most appealed to you about scaffolding?
The money, Dominic, definitely.
A lot of money involved?
Fairly, yeah. Pays well.
And do you still do any of it now?
On and off. It's not something I want to continue doing, but it pays the rent.
Have you come to terms with the absence of scaffolding in your life now? You feel you have safely left?
To a certain extent, I have, yeah.
Was it a wrench?
To begin with, but I've got used to it now.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I only hope this challenge will help Neil come to terms with his non-scaffolding life now. Guys, would you like to go and take your places by the machine? And I'll take a little trip up to the comments box. You watch your GamesMaster on Channel 4, there's many shows on the station, only one of them will give you the magic of Mr. Derek Lynch from Namco Wonder Parks. Hello, Derek. Derek, now, we're on Mortal Kombat 4. By the year 2000, are we going to be on Mortal Kombat 10, or are people getting tired of beat-em-ups?
Tell you the truth, Dominic, people will never get tired of beat-em-ups.
Really?
Yep. It'll be here in the year 2000.
Will you be here in the year 2000?
Of course.
What will you
and
be
way
doing?
beyond.
What will you be doing in the year 2000, Derek?
Probably be flying a spaceship of some kind.
Flying a spaceship? Where did that one come from? Now, Derek, if we can get back in touch with reality for a second. Now, the guys have got to find the best moves that they can on Mortal Kombat 4. What's your advice?
Well, I think what they should do is try some of the commands they know from Mortal Kombat 1, 2 and 3 and do some slight variations on those commands and see what comes out.
Okay, then, thank you very much for now, Derek. Now, Mark has started already playing. Let's take a look and see how he's getting on. Okay, Mark is playing a Sub-Zero on the right of the screen. He's trying some of the old moves from the previous games, Derek, as you said.
That's right. Some of the old classic ice techniques there, some throws.
Nothing really sexy yet.
Yeah, nothing special.
We're going to leave Mark playing just now. Hopefully he'll come up with something super duper between now and when you've finished watching today's news.
Sega, once a giant of the home console market, have taken something of a battering recently, with Saturn sales looking decidedly ropey. But Sega aren't out of your ring yet. Rumours abound that their next console will make the N64 look like a small root vegetable. Hand-filling arcade games like Lost World, Scud Racer and Virtua Fighter 3, which use Sega's Model 3 technology, will appear on the new machine codenamed Dural, and it should dump on the opposition.
You're a little kinky devil, aren't you?
Proof that appearing on GamesMaster could send your career into orbit is provided by Love Bites, a CD-ROM featuring last week's celebrity Joanne Guest. The title is a kind of Tamagotchi for your PC, with Jo as your very own virtual girlfriend. You'll be rushed off your feet mowing the lawn, taking her up the wrong end of town, going to discos, and cooking her lovely scrumptious meals.
I don't feel very well.
To celebrate the imminent arrival of Quake 2, the GamesMaster website is holding its very own Quake Clan Championship, in which rival teams of Quake players can smack each other about. If you're already part of a clan or reckon you can find a few mates, log on to our website to register. Qualifiers and quarterfinals will be played over the coming weeks on Quake, while the finals will be held on Quake 2 at the Shoot and Surf Internet Cafe in London.
Okay, we have got Mark, Mikey and Neil. They've got the duration of the show to find the best moves on Mortal Kombat 4. They've all had a quick shot and we've had a couple of decent ones already. Let's take a look at one we've just recorded from Mikey. Now, Mikey is playing as Jarek, the bloke on the left of your screen with a bad waistcoat, and he whips out a massive mallet, Derek.
That's right. Not scorpion flying. Now, that is one serious weapon.
Yeah, so we've got weapons in Mortal Kombat 4 now.
That's right. The characters have got secret weapons, and you can actually find them.
Yes, you can. Don't apologise, you can quite literally find them. Now, okay, we're going to take a look at Neil's so far. This is what we've recorded from him. Playing as Quan Chi, that's the skull guy, and it's a top green skull projectile situation, Derek.
That's right, he's launching that green skull, much like a fireball from Street Fighter.
It is, that's a good move. We can see it in the slow-mo replay there. Like Street Fighter, but a little bit more sick. I think that's the word. Right, okay, we're going to go to Mark now. He's playing as Chinook here. Now, Chinook in this game can take on the other players' powers, like Shang Tsung in the previous game that said he doesn't have to change his appearance. You can see him on the right-hand side there, Derek, and what's he just done?
Oh, he has done his take on reptiles' invisibility.
He has. Disappeared totally, come up, and right up the jacker. Okay, he's found another one as well. Another example of taking on someone else's move. Now, whose is this one, Derek, he's going to do?
Oh, he's done Scorpion's harpoon, and has used it to great effect against Sonya.
He has dragged her in, uppercut, and Mark, I would say, probably discovering the best stuff so far. Now, if you're in the slightest bit offended or upset by any of those moves, then I would go away now, because today's Celebrity Challenge is even more disturbing.
Now, this next challenge on PaRappa the Rapper on the PlayStation reminds me of my own days on the street. And so I decided it was about time I tested the mettle of today's ambassadors of funk. Their task is simple: guide young PaRappa through the first level of the game, taking care to rap with sufficient eloquence to finish with a good rating or above. So my contestants will have to press those buttons at exactly the right moment to avoid being dissed by their high-kicking onion instructor.
Now, thanks to today's guests, we have a brand new rap district on planet Earth. We've already had Compton, Los Angeles, Brooklyn, New York. Now, from Rochdale, Lancashire, please welcome DJ Oddball and Mush from Kaleef. Show DJ Oddball. Welcome, Bush. Now, I was lucky enough to see you guys play live a couple of months ago. I was impressed by a couple of things. The single Sands of Time, which is out now, and the sheer largeness of your trousers. Now, what is it? Why are the trousers so large?
You see, sometimes when we're travelling, there's not enough seats, we get the rest of the group in here. Like, there's actually the other two members in here at the moment. So,
Someone told me that I was going to grow into it.
There's no enormous concealed weapons or anything like.
No, you got to.
Like I've got invited. Now, Mush. Now, I mean, these are the things that you get from the reta companies and everything. You're never quite sure if they're true, but we have been told that you are in contact with alien life forms.
Yeah. Well, it's just like a few times I've been out and I never remembered what happened. I just woke up in my bed in the morning.
There could be other explanations.
It's a bit like marks like I've been tampered with and stuff like that.
Was it me? Well, me. And okay, while we find out exactly who has been tampering with Mush, We're going to take a commercial break. Remember, in the second half of the show, as well as Kaleef, we are going to be going to the conclusion of our Mortal Kombat 4 challenge. Lots of men trying to find hidden moves, along with Derek Lynch. See you in a second. Welcome back to GamesMaster. 3 adult Mortal Kombat players are playing under the watchful guidance of Mr. Derek Lynch to try and get the best moves possible before the end of the show. Before we check on that, it's time for our special guest, Kaleef, to have a dose of PaRappa the Rapper. I'm joined in the co-commentary box by Mr. Kirk Ewing. Kirk, please take off that stupid head. Kirk, I said take off that stupid head.
The jokes keep coming.
Now, Kirk, you are a massive PaRappa Rapper fan.
All praise to PaRappa. It's the greatest game of the decade. Absolutely adore it.
You even know some of the lyrics off by heart.
Don't get cocky. It's going to get rocky. We're going to move down to the next jockey now.
Now, you've completed the whole thing on a normal-sized joypad.
Yes.
The guys are playing it on an unfeasibly large one. Is that going to cause problems?
Well, I've always found that using a large one or having a large one does cause problems sometimes.
In built-up areas.
In built-up areas. But I think that, you know, these guys are professional rappers. They know their stuff. And, yeah, they're going to be able to do it. I reckon they can do it on that.
OK, then. Thank you, Kirk. Well, right, the challenge is to get through the first stage of PaRappa Rapper on at least a good rap rating. Rap rating?
Rap rating.
Thank you. Best of luck, guys. Off you go. OK, the left-hand side is your rapping instructor. He's going to tell you what to rap, and you've got to follow.
That's right. That's your little onion-headed guy. He's like the kind of guru of rap. So you just follow whatever he does, and then you pull it off afterwards.
Nevertheless, you get a lesson from teacher. Now kick. Kick.
Once more now. Good start now. They're up to good rapping level already.
That's what you want to keep. You want to keep about the good there. Now you just see it flicking up to cool. What they're doing is they're pulling off some extra moves rather than just the one that's been shown. Every time they do that, they'll bump up to cool. If they stay on cool, they get a bonus level.
They are showing off, basically. Yes, the L's, the R's, the squares, the circles correspond to buttons on the PlayStation joypad. They've got to hit them at the exact right time.
But the guys are free-forming a bit here, you know. They've got the skills. That's why they're able to just pull off a little extra there.
I see you're getting better. Kick to the limit in order to get enough kick. Punch. Kick. Punch.
It's getting harder now.
Yeah, just building up with a couple of extra moves there.
It's getting very tough now, Kirk.
But they're staying it good, though.
Oh, the bad's flickering in the bottom right corner of the screen. They've got to watch that, Kirk.
If they miss one, they slip all the way down. Things actually, you can hear there, the music's starting to change as well, so things are going a bit wrong for them.
Oh no, they're rapping bad, Kirk.
Oh, just picked it back up.
Back up to good.
There's a nice moose. I like these little onion guys at the back here. They're quite attractive.
It's a very nice one. Now, is this the final part of this stage now?
This is the last lesson. Lesson 4 is the final part. You can see it's starting to build up, so there's quite a few combinations now.
Okay, they've done it. They're rapping good. It's flashing up the cool, Kirk.
They nearly managed to stay up. They could just stay up on cool, then they do get that free-form rap section, but I mean, just getting good is enough to win the game.
Okay, then they're very near the end of it. They're rapping good. It's very tense.
They've done it.
That's it. Yes, that's it. That's it for the day. The master announces that Kaleef have passed the PaRappa Rapper test. They've won the challenge. Come on down, guys. Now, guys, it looked a bit dodgy at one stage, DJ Opal. At one stage, your rapping went down to bad.
Sometimes, you know, you just miss a word halfway through, but we got over it.
Could you have been better rappers if, say, this game was introduced at school level?
Definitely. That's a good thing about it. It's like, now at Christmas, I have my nieces and nephews climbing all over me. I could have thought, here you go.
It's a classic piece of education for software.
Definitely.
Isn't it? And finally, Moosh, I do have to ask, why are you wearing a pair of pants on your head?
It just reminds me of somebody that's very close to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of our GamesMaster Golden Joystick for show number 2, Kaleef. Yet more hard hardcore action still to come on this show. We've got the guys trying to get the special moves on Mortal Kombat 4. So let's go over to someone else who talks a lot of rap. Mr. Derek Lynch, how are the guys doing?
Well, Dominic, since we were last here, the guys have found some great moves. Let's take a look at them. Yeah, Mikey's found Quan Chi's mate, picks it up. Now, in the new Mortal Kombat 4, you can actually pick up the weapons of different characters, and he's using it there to great effect. Well, Mark, playing as Reptile, discovered some breakers. Each character has their own breaker. Here we see it here. He uses Reptile and breaks off Shinnok's neck, but he does not manage the fatality. Here we go. Neil has found the first fatality of the event. Playing as Scorpion, he's whirling around Fujin, whirls him around and throws Fujin into the fan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lynch. Well, I reckon that with that fatality, Neil has edged it slightly ahead. They've still got a couple more minutes, though. We're going to show you the remaining moves, but in the meantime, you can take a look at today's reviews.
We have a couple of racing games today, beginning with Screamer Rally on the PC. It features courses that take you from the endless sun and deserts of Arizona to Wales. But life being what it is, however, you will need a 3DFX card or people will point at you in the street and laugh.
There's an awful lot of driving games around at the moment, and Screamer Rally is one of the first to use some serious 3D technology with your PC, and the effect is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I know what you PC owners are really like. You're all closet console fanatics, aren't you? And you clamour for racing games, and this time you've got one. There's no denying that Screamer Rally is an absolutely gorgeous game. The textures are beautiful, the colours are there, and the choice of locations are superb. Bombing through Italy, China, through the countryside, it's all very, very picturesque.
Music is quite an interesting feature with this game because it's quite contemporary. You've got some rather nice storming drum and bass tunes involved. You've got nice squidgy bits of techno thrown in around the edges, which definitely pumps some adrenaline through your system. This is definitely a game to hook up with some friends, link the things together, play the game as a multiplayer and thoroughly enjoy.
Next up, a Lamborghini 64, which is quite apt because I have 64 Lamborghinis. It's an attempt to make up for the lamentable Cruising USA and has time trial, split-screen multiplayer modes and a whopping handful of championship circuits.
Oh dear, the N64 desperately needed a top-class racing game to seal its reputation. This is definitely not it.
I was playing this game with a friend of mine the other day, and his comment was this: it's like trying to drive a car with a sack over the windscreen. Not very good at all.
One of the major problems with this game is that when you're racing, you don't actually feel as if you're competing against other cars. They're either so far behind you that they never catch up, or stretched out far in the distance away from you.
The controls are too sensitive. It just doesn't handle right. You never get the feeling that you're actually driving a real car.
The key to a good racing game is gritty realism. A car has to be fast, the landscape has to be beautiful, and there should be crunches, thrills, and spills. Basically, Lamborghini 64 feels like flying through a cloud on a milk float.
Okay, the guys have stopped playing at Mortal Kombat 4 now, but we've recorded the best moves they managed to come up with. Let's take a look at Michael's first of all. We've got 3 moves to show you here. First of all, he's playing as Fujin. This is a whirlwind move because he's the god of wind, Fujin. I know you thought it was Vindaloo was the god of wind, but it's not. Now, look, that's a good move there. We liked that one, didn't we?
That's right. I mean, swinging around just like a whirlwind.
Quite literally, Derek. Right, a second good one. This is Fujin again. Now, this is an actual gun here, Derek. Is that again a laser crossbow?
Some kind of laser crossbow. That's right, laser crossbow shoots him in the air.
Now, that's great. Another new thing as well for Mortal Kombat 4, projectile weapons. Okay, now we have a fatality from Michael Liu Kang's dragon fatality. Turns into a dragon, bites Sub-Zero, whops him around! Absolutely horrendous, Derek, this one, wasn't it?
That was just gross.
Yes. Okay, let's move on to Neil's final couple of moves that we managed to record. Starting off with Scorpion's 4-hit combo against Fujin using harpoons and arm breakers. Talk us through it, Derek.
1 with a harpoon. 2 arm break. 3 harpoon again. 4 arm break.
Right, okay, Sonya's rotary blade weapon against Tanya. Next on the classic MK first level top slicing action there. And a kick for good measure.
spinning blades, straight in there, Tanya. Very painful indeed.
And finally, back to Chinook here. This is a great one. Chinook's skeleton hand squeeze fatality against Raiden. Look at the size of that hand. He's a little bit constructed there, and he just loses his head entirely.
Skeleton hand coming out there, and the head just pops out like juice out of a lemon.
Yes, exactly, right. Okay, we've seen Michael's, we've seen Neil's. Let's go on to Mark's remaining 3 now. Okay, first we're going to see Sub-Zero 7-hit combo against Quan Chi. Freezes him first, then goes in for the 7 hits. Fantastic display there.
Okay, punch, breaks the ice, kick. Another punch, breaks the leg. Waits, slide, sweep. Another slide.
Devastating.
Sweep.
And nearly got the 8 there as well. He went for the 8 but just missed it. Devastating nonetheless. Now we've got a Raiden's electricity explosion fatality against Liu Kang, a move pioneered by my gran. And the head flying up at the end there just to get on camera.
There you have it. Raiden using his full electric force, a powerhouse of electricity. Absolutely incredible.
And still manages to keep his hair quite nice throughout. Okay, finally, it's Tanya's explosive kiss fatality against Raiden. This is one of my favourites, this. His legs are funny, his head twists down, and oh my God! He's been tangled.
What an amazing kiss. Completely disintegrates in mid-air.
And you've known a few women like that in your time, Derek, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay then, right, you've now seen all the moves the guys have managed to come up with during the course of the show. Let's go over to GamesMaster for a final adjudication.
Never before have I witnessed such an exhibition of blood-curdling carnage. Your mother's not very proud. Nevertheless, a decision must be made. It seemed to me that young Mark has proved to be the most ruthless and skillful of tonight's contestants. It was he who discovered the largest number of fatalities. Congratulations, Mark. Sick and twisted you may be, but the golden joystick is yours.
So congratulations, Mark Griffin, you are the winner. Last time you were on, you came third in the Killer Instinct combo, so that's not bad, you have improved. My favourite move of yours was that, the kiss fatality. How did you pull that off?
Well, you have to go down, down, up, down, then high punch and block. Right up close, and then she'll do the move.
Right. Not the kind of thing you want to do with a woman most of the time. DJ Mikey P. Now, my favourite fatality yours was the dragon one. I liked that. How does that work?
I have to keep that secret, you know.
Okay,
it's a mystery.
Toy with me, cheeky DJ you. Now, finally, Neil, with the tattoo, scaffolder extraordinaire. My favourite one of yours was the big skeleton hand. How did you pull that off?
That was just a case of wiggling the stick and banging my knobs.
Right. Well, we always like people to bet themselves on this show. This is a very fine lesson for kids out there, because a couple of years ago, Mark Griffin came on the show and came 3rd out of 3 on Killer Instinct. He worked hard, he studied in school, he came back, and he has now won the Go to GamesMaster Joystick, Mark Griffin! Well, would you believe it? 2 weeks on air, and already we've done our 2nd show. That means there's only 8 more weeks until Channel 4 becomes less fun than standing on a wet patch in the kitchen wearing only your socks. See you later.